Hi, I'm Mark Force with the EAA Sport Air Workshops. I'm the coordinator of the Sport Air Workshop program here at EAA in Oshkosh. Today I'd like to talk about dust collection. When you're cutting and grinding and surfacing either a wood project or a composite project, there's always troubles with collecting all that dust and debris. A lot of times people use a shop vac, and what you have to do with that is hold the vacuum cleaner hose, maybe tape it down, and it doesn't necessarily collect everything. There's dust and debris flying all over your shop. Here's an easy way to collect dust and debris, and you can scale it small or large depending on your project. And basically what we're doing here is making a little dust collection table. And the table is constructed out of particle board with a plastic grate. Let me go over some of the design elements. We have a removable plastic grate, and we'll talk about that more in a second. But basically it's a particle board box, and very simply put together. Just some sheets of particle board, and what I've done to put the particle board together, you can do many different ways, screws or whatever. I like nail guns to put things like this together very quickly, but basically I am connecting the box surfaces with the nail gun. Inside the box I have a little sloping board, and what the sloping board will do is let the dust and debris slide down to a collection area. And the collection area that I've constructed here is just an attachment that you can hook your shop vac up to. Inside the box we have a little ledge, and the ledge is to hold a piece of plastic egg crate. The egg crate is something that you find in a hardware store, or actually a lumber store too. It's the same kind of egg crate that you'll see on lighting fixtures. It's that plastic graticule that is hiding those fluorescent lighting fixtures in the ceiling. These are typically in 2 by 4 foot sizes, and I've cut it down to fit in our little box here. The little ledge holds the grate in place, and it is nice because the grate is replaceable. As you're cutting and grinding, you can throw away the used grate and put a new piece of grate in. The whole cost of this project, the grate maybe $4 or $5 for the sheet of particle board $4 or $5, the little dust fitting for your vacuum $2 or $3. So the whole thing is probably not more than $15 in total cost, and about a half an hour's worth of work to put together. The unique thing about this is that you can scale it to about any size. If you want to work with larger parts, you can make it much larger or even a bit smaller if you'd like to. So it's very simple in that regard. So when we're using a grinder, for example, the nice part about this is that when you're grinding, the particles of dust are going into the box. When there's a vacuum cleaner hooked up to it, it sucks all that dust and debris out. If you're cutting fiberglass parts with a multi-tool or something like that, again, all those dust and debris parts will go right into the box. And again, the neat thing about this is that even if the table is damaged, it will survive for quite some time, and then later on, discard the grate, put a new one in, or even just flip it onto the back surface, and you can use that for a while. So here's an easy way to collect dust, debris, when you're cutting and grinding either composite parts or wood parts or something similar. Another great home built tip from the EAA Sport Air Workshops.